evening and welcome everyone for today's session. Today is our 893 day. For last 892 days. Can you hear me? We are conducting this meeting without any break. Thank you all the participants for your participation and enthusiasm. And let's start our meeting with a silent prayer. Good evening and welcome once again. Today is our 893 day. We are approaching 900 days. So it's a great achievement for IFPH, and I'm thankful to all the participants for your participation. Yeah, really your participation encourages us. And today's our guest is Dr. Prasad Oommen George. He was former president of IHK and former teaching faculty of chairman of IHK. And today's his presentation is some of my cases. Before starting the session, I just wanted to tell you about our physical meeting that is on 19th of February. That is happening in Kochi. I'm thankful to all the participants for your contribution. Thank you once again. And I'm welcoming Dr. Prasad Oommen George. Sir, please. He has already taken 3-4 classes in our IFPH. So all of you are familiar. So I'm welcoming Dr. Prasad Oommen George. Sir, please welcome.
Hi, all my dear homeopathy colleagues. In the outset itself, let me tell you my appreciation for having carried over this program for 893 days. Wow, for 893 days, you have been getting participants to hear talk on homeopathy. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Thank you very much for orchestrating such an event. And let us come down to the point, my dear listeners. As I may have told you over some of my sessions previously in IPH itself, in the early days of my homeopathy practice, I was actually wandering in a desert. I was not getting the orientation to get to any place. There is no guidepost. There is no one to give me a helping hand and tell me where is the goal I want to reach. So I was actually floundering. I was rambling. I was going this way and that way and every way without actually reaching any place. And then, of course, maybe as we believe in Hindu philosophy, maybe because of the previous generations, I may have done some good. Maybe not in this generation, in the past generations, maybe I've done a little bit of good somewhere. So in the Hindu philosophy, we talk about Shaba Moksha, the person who has been doomed to a very horrible, very hopeless fate. A sage or a very holy man comes and steps on his head and he is given salvation or moksha. So I was a person like that. So I was going about like what we call haunted person. And then some great teachers in the form of Dr. Rajan Shankaran, Dr. Pravijay Vijayakas, Dr. Vidavulkas, and Jeremy Sher, and all these people came on the way. And by their sight and by listening to their words, I got a little bit of idea where I should go and how I should proceed. And from then, that is perhaps 6 or 7 years after I passed out from Kochi Homeopathy College. And then after I learned from this view, I won't say I will learn. I have learned only 10 or 20% of 10, maybe 10% or maximum 20% from this great source. But from whatever little bit I learned from them, I imbibed from them, my homeopathy changed. My homeopathy changed, and I understood homeopathy is not a medical system for treating diseases. It's a medical system for treating people. It's a medical system for treating a person is in disease, not for a disease in person. So right now we have a lot of homeopathic prophets who go around delivering protocols for treating in homeopathy. Frankly, I would like to tell you, I don't understand what is a protocol for treating in homeopathy. Because Hahnemann, after writing the organon 6 times, after revising the organon 6 times, Hahnemann has not given us even a single protocol for treating any disease. Hahnemann says in aphorism number 3, if the physician clearly perceives what is to be cured in disease. Hahnemann never said if a physician clearly perceives how to cure a disease. That is not what he said. He said the person clearly perceives what is to be cured in disease. That is what he said. What is to be cured in disease is the derangement of the vital force. And the derangement of the vital force, we understand through the symptoms, through the symptom hierarchies. And then we find a string which goes through all these symptoms, the particular symptoms, the physical generals, and the mental generals. And the string, which is a common string which goes through all these symptoms, what he called the similibum, isn't it? So that is what Hahnemann said, similia similibus curanda. Hahnemann never said, you give this remedy, this particular remedy, graphitis for a dermatitis. It may have a sticking discharge. That sticking discharge only just one part of the whole person, the whole person's disease. Don't ever give graphitis for a sticky discharge. Don't ever, suppose that it is raining outside and the person drops into your clinic when it is raining heavily outside. You look through the window and say it's raining outside, damp weather aggravation, you give the fellow rust out. That is not the way we should approach homeopathy. To take a full case, to try to analyze it as far as possible to the best of your ability. I know we all have limitations of our abilities. How much do we know? We know only very little. But try to understand homeopathy through the principles of homeopathy to the best of your ability, and then arrive at a similibum. That similibum is what you call will cure a person. Okay. So in the first place, you need to take a full case, my dear colleagues. You need to take a full case. You have to analyze the case. You have to find out the rubrics for it, and then repertorize it if it is necessary. And then when the repertorization is over, you look at all the remedies which appear in the repertorial hierarchy, and then analyze that repertorial totality through miasms, through picture of the materia medica, and finally arrive at a remedy. And my dear friends, that is what I do in my practice. I don't have any remedy for any particular disease. I just take a case, analyze it to my best of ability. I won't say I know everything able to. I know only 10 or 20%, and then I prescribe the remedy. So, my dear colleagues and my dear friends, I shall tell you just 1 or 2 cases. That's all maximum which I may be able to deliver during this 40 or 50 minutes. And then I shall tell you about a case of a girl, about 18-year-old girl. She comes with severe joint pains, severe pains of her joints for the past 3 years. She was seen by ortho doctors in and around her locality, and they did all the blood analysis, X-rays, etc. And the blood analysis showed that she was having rheumatoid arthritis. Her RA factor was very high. And then she was referred to a rheumatologist. And she has seen rheumatologists at Trivandrum and also at Ernakulam. But even then, after seeing the best rheumatologists at Trivandrum and Ernakulam for the past 3 years, when she takes some remedy, some allopathic medication, powerful allopathic pain reliever medicine, she gets a temporary transient relief. But that only lasts till the effect of that medicine is present in the blood. And as soon as the power of the medicine is over, she's again back to square one. So that was a situation when somebody suggested my name, and this woman, this girl, small girl, came and saw me. And then her rheumatologist had told her, this is an incurable disease. There's no person in the world who has got a medicine which can cure you of your disease. At the best, we can manage this condition. That is what the rheumatologist, the very famous rheumatologist, said. That was when she came and saw me. When I was taking her case and history, she has a history of appendicitis at the age of 12 years, for which she was admitted in hospitals and she was given a lot of antibiotics. Her appendix was about to rupture, and they gave the antibiotics and pulled her out of the appendicitis. That was a major medical history in her past. Okay, she gets frequent styes. She is a candidate for getting frequent styes in her eyes, and sometimes she takes antibiotics, and on a few occasions she saw ophthalmologists, and ophthalmologists they did IND, incisional drainage, and they opened this styes, and the pus was drained out and given antibiotic, etc. And that was actually done on a few occasions, 2 or 3 occasions. And then even otherwise, she gets this styes at least once in a while. Okay. She has a deviated nasal septum and also nasal polyp. So she breathes through the mouth at night, and she has snoring also. She has snoring also. And her rheumatic pains are worse night, and it's worse in very cold climate, and it's also very worse in hot climate. She's equally affected by extreme cold and extreme hot climate. And these pains are worse in extreme hot and extreme cold climate. Okay. And then she desires very spicy food. Whatever food she takes has to be very, very spicy. That is the food she likes. And then coming down to her mentals, if she does not like a person, she will tell it to that person's face, whoever that person is. Irrespective of the person's age, irrespective of the person's position, whatever it is, she will tell it to her face, your behavior is unacceptable, I don't like you, you are this thing, that she will tell it directly to that person's face. she likes to travel very much. She's a fanatic for traveling. She likes very cold drinks. She likes very cold drinks. She says she cannot stand injustice. And if she sees any injustice, she will get very, very angry. And she gets very angry frequently. Or one thing or other, she gets angry very, very easily. And she has got very violent anger. She will do anything in her spite of anger. In her moment of anger, she will do just anything. He says, I am capable of hitting or even killing a person when I get violently angry. Okay. And when she talks to me, she talks very hastily. She talks very fast. She talks very fast, and the words just tumble out of her mouth like, the bullets come out of a machine gun. She talks very fast. And when she talks very fast, once in a while she stammers also. Talks very fast. Okay, she likes to travel, I've told you. She likes very cold drinks, cannot stand injustice. She becomes violently angry. Okay. Okay. And back in the school, back in the college where she is studying, I don't remember what course she is studying. And in the college where she is studying, she picks up fights with her students, with her colleagues, with her fellow students, and also with teachers for very minute factors, very minute things. She picks up big fights with her fellow students and also with teachers. Okay. And then she gets bored up very fast. She gets bored up very fast. She finds life is extremely boring. I don't know what to do. Life is extremely boring. And then what she does when she gets bored up most of the time, she will play tricks on her fellow students. She'll play tricks on her friends. In the hostel where she's staying, she will play very cruel tricks on the students who are staying with her in the hostel. And that may hurt them also, but she's not bothered. That gives them great pleasure. Okay. She does not like being alone. She desires the company of people. And she says she does not like to be discriminated for being a girl. She says, I just don't accept the idea of the society discriminating against girls and women. I cannot accept that. I am a full-fledged citizen of this country, full-fledged citizen of the world, and I can't understand why a girl should be a second-rate citizen in this country. I cannot accept that. She hates being discriminated, and she fights against all situations where she is discriminated against as being a girl, for being a girl. Okay. And okay. She likes to be different from others. She does not like to be just the run-of-the-mill person. She does not like to follow conventions of society. Since society has certain practice, a girl should behave like this, a girl should not behave like that, and you should do this thing, you should that thing. That is the most appropriate behavior. She does not like to stick to this kind of foolish conventions. That is what she sees. And she says she does not like to get married also. I don't like to get married and become a slave of some man and live like a slave for the rest of my life. I cannot accept that kind of situation. But she likes children very much. She likes children very much. And she says, I would like to adopt a child from the orphanage. And I'll bring up that child, but I won't get married. Okay. She's very possessive. She's very possessive of her belongings and also of her parents and everything which she thinks belongs to her. And she doesn't not like her parents to love or show affection or care for other children in her presence. Although she has now become fairly grown up, she has become 18. Even then, she does not like any other children, even small children, being caressed and fondled and given affection and care in her presence by her parents. And she says, my desire is to go to France. I would like to leave this stupid country, India, and I would like to go to France and settle there. France is the best place for me. Okay, this is a case which I'm presenting before you, and actually, I would like to I would like to get some what do you call feedbacks. I would like somebody to say what you see in these cases and how we should approach these cases. Can we, Madam, can the audience put suggestions?
Audience, please, you can chat in the chat box.
Okay.
Please respond fast.
Madam, please tell me what you see in these cases, not just the remedy. What do you see in this woman who has been presented before you?
Actually, Dr. Oommen is asking about, not asking about the medicine. What you have observed. Please suggest your observation.
And
Please
if I put any doubt, he or she can ask me. I'll clarify her or his doubts. Another so many libertinism, hurry, anger, violence. Okay, I agree with you, Dr. Anzasoman. Okay, that's very, your observation is very correct. All right. And she's a person, suppose she finds something objectionable in a person with whom she deals with, she will talk straight away to that person. Tell it to his face or her face. Another Naxomica. All right. Okay. Naxomica is a remedy we should definitely be considered in this situation. Okay. But now we'll consider other factors also. She will definitely, but Dr. Anitha Soman, one thing we always associate with Naxomica is Naxomicas are highly ambitious people, aren't they? The factors which you pointed out are definitely there, But Naxomicas are highly ambitious people, aren't they? They have some goals in their mind. They want to achieve this thing or that thing, and they will try to achieve it through hook or crook. They will try to achieve that. While in this sweet girl's case, the ambition factor is not being so prominent. But what she said is right. This is a remedy which pointed as Dr. Anitha has pointed out, has got all those factors which Dr. Anitha pointed out. Okay. But now we'll consider some other factors also. She is a person who will tell it to somebody's face. She doesn't like that person, and something is wrong in her outlook. She will tell that person however much that person is hurt or whatever that person is thinking and whatever high position that person is. She wouldn't mind anything about that position, and she will tell her mind to that person. Okay. What do you think about that? Another Soman, Sepia. Dr. Anita, we'll discuss the remedy later on. You can analyze the situations and come to any rubrics or like that. Give some analysis. Okay. We'll come to the remedy later on. Definitely, Sepia is a remedy we should consider. But you see, a remedy, when you prescribe remedy, it has to be balanced. So whenever we think of sepia, there is always usually something, some female pathology is also highly probable. And this person is having a problem which is not exclusively limited to female pathologies or diseases, but she's having a disease of rheumatoid arthritis. It's an autoimmune disease, which is concerned with her whole physical self. Okay. I really appreciate Dr. Anita Soman. She has got a very sharp analytical brain. That's very good. Okay. Somebody else, Dr. Manoj Edakara. Okay. You're sure. You're very sure. Very sure, Dr. Manoj, you're very true. You have got a wonderful analysis. Okay. Revolutionary. Okay, this person may be a revolutionary. Okay, all right. Okay. And then she will, when she talks to me, she talks very, very fast. She talks hastily. She has, and when she talks so fast, so all the words come out of her mouth almost like bullets come out of an AK-47. And then, of course, because of the extreme speed, sometimes she stammers also. So this is a remedy with the hurry, isn't it? So when we prescribe a remedy, we should prescribe a remedy to this person, which is hurried also. Okay. All right. Okay. And this could be a remedy for stammering also. All right. In college, and she fights, if she picks a fight with her fellow students, hostelers, and she even picks a fight with teachers, and she says, when she's mostly boredom, she has got great boredom. Is there a word for extreme boredom in the rubric, in rubrics or materia medica? Can somebody tell me? Extreme boredom. Extreme boredom. Boredom is too much, too severe boredom. And you have lost all your mood. Wow, that's beautiful. Dr. Hamida, that's ennui. 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 I think it is pronounced ennui, not we. There's another word called ENVY. That's envy. I think this word ENNUI, I have a feeling that it is pronounced as ennui. Okay, ennui is extreme boredom. You're so tired. You have stored interest in all the surroundings around you, and you are tired and you don't know what to do at all. And this is when you prescribe a remedy to this person, she must have ennui, ENNUI. She has got extreme boredom. And when she has extreme boredom, what does she do? She plays tricks on her fellow students. And also sometimes it's possible even on the teachers. Okay. Plays tricks. We have heard in small classes, we have heard people doing this kind of tricks. Suppose a chair is broken and maybe it has got 4 legs. One leg may be broken. So what does this person do? An extremely mischievous person do? He removes one leg and just attaches it in a very a very flimsy manner. So when the teacher comes and sits on the chair, that leg will fall away and the teacher will fall down, tumble down to the great delight of students who are watching. So the teacher will fall down. So that kind of trick. So she plays these kind of tricks on her fellow hostelers and other students and whoever she comes face to face. And when she is bored up, what she does is she does these kind of tricks. And what is it called? How do you translate it to rubric? Oh, wow. I am not surprised. Anita Soban, she is an ustad of rubrics. Whatever situation she tell, Anita Soman has put a rubric on her sleeve. She'll find some rubric or other. That is exactly true. Antiques place, antique tricks place on others, and especially the tricks which are hurting. Antiques place. So this is a remedy which must have the habit of playing antiques on others. All right. Okay. And then, okay. She plays tricks on others. She plays antics. She hates being alone. And she does not like to be discriminated for being a girl. She likes to be different from others. She likes to be different from others. Just think of it. She does not like to follow conventions and get married. Just think of it. And this is spoken by a girl who is 18-year-old. Just think of it in our society. What is the main dream of 99% of girls in our society? As we see, a girl likes to get married to a very handsome young man, isn't it? When you are 18-year-old, this is one of your most strongest dreams, isn't it? You like to get married to a very handsome man who will love you so much and who will take care of you, and for the rest of your life, it's going to be just living in the most romantic kind of situation. That is what the dream of 99% of small girls, 18-year-old girls, not only in India, everywhere in the world, isn't it? And this girl is saying, I do not like to get married. And I do not like to get married and become like a slave to some man and just to do whatever he asked me to do. I don't like to do that kind of situation. But I like children very much. Because I like children very much, I will adopt a child from some orphanage. Okay. And of course, this situation has been analyzed by a person called me. Okay. And okay. And what kind of the rubric we should consider for this situation? A woman does not like to get married, and she does not like to become the slave of some young man, and she likes to adopt a child from the orphanage and bringing up. Okay. What is the rubric? What is the rubric? Manoj or Dr. Anita Soman or Dr. Amina? Dr. Amina? Rebellious. Oh yes, very true. Rebellious. A person who is unconventional, a person who is unconventional, a person who doesn't follow any conventions of our society. Okay. And then she's very possessive. She doesn't like her parents to show affection to any other children. Okay. That you can easily point out as being extremely jealous and being possessive. He wants to go to France. Or another woman. Okay, I did not see that rubric. Can you please show it again? Another, can you please show that rubric again? Anita, I did not fail
Uh,
to.
Actually, she wrote them according to 221, 222. In case of autoimmune diseases, first give Veratramal followed by Lycopodium. That is,
That is what she said.
yeah. And Dr. Manoj, aversion to marriage.
Okay. Aversion. All right. That's aversion to marriage. And aversion to marriage. And it's not just merely being an aversion to marriage, but she likes to adopt a child from the orphanage. So these are highly unconventional marriage
Incurable.
intolerable. Okay, intolerable.
Incurable.
Intolerable. Okay, and she's a person who is highly unconventional person. This is not the thinking of a normal girl in our society. Okay, and she likes to go to France and settle down there. She likes to go to France and settle down there. Can you give any explanation? Everybody may not be understanding why a person wants to go to France. Because she later told me why she wants to go to France. But I had already had an idea. Even when she told me itself, I had an idea. Can somebody suggest a reason for being? It's all connected. It's all connected. It's all things we have been discussing only. She doesn't like to go to live her whole life in India. She likes to go to France and settle down there. Okay, I won't tax your brain too much. I tell you a reason for it. Because you see, India is considered a highly conventional country, isn't it? It's a conventional country. We have got a great tradition extending to thousands and thousands of years. We have got a lot of religious conventions, societal conventions. So any person who goes against conventions in our Bharat is not appreciated very much. While France is a country where a lot of almost all the great artists of the world are Frenchmen. And you see, all the great artists and the great literary masters, they always wanted to go to Paris and settle there. Because Paris is the place for all Bohemians. Because anybody who wants to live your life without following any customs, without following any traditions, without adhering to any conventions, libertinism, okay. Without following any conventions, the France and Paris is the place for you. Because in Paris, you can do anything. You can do anything under the sun. Because Paris is a highly extraordinary tolerant place. They do not have any what you call stuffy conventions you have to adhere. So that is what this is all coming back. The whole story is going around in a circle. Okay. So okay. So my dear friends, what is the remedy? As I tell you, and a person who does not like to get married, a person who does not like to follow the conventions of the society, a person who holds revolutionary beliefs like going to France, and revolutionary beliefs like shirking married life, So he's an anarchist, isn't it? So this remedy should be given when we give a remedy to this person. We should think of a remedy which is anarchist and which is revolutionary. And she has got great anger, irascibility. And then she plays antics on other people. She plays tricks on other people. She plays cruel tricks on other people. Okay. And then disunited with everything, disconnected with everything. And then she becomes a revolutionary. And then she has got great ennui, great tedium, great boredom. Okay. And she's so angry that she would like to kill anyone if in a bout of anger, if somebody appears in front of her, she is even willing to kill that person. Okay, offended easily. Okay, then she is highly suspicious, mistrustful, and jealous. Okay, so what is the remedy? It is very clear because many of you have already suggested remedy. The remedy is what? What is it? It is Bexol, isn't it? Okay, isn't it? And Anida Soman and many other people also told me it is Bexol only. So the Bexol, the thing is the theme of Mersol is Mersol feel that that person is being dominated, suppressed, or dictated by an extremely dictatorial society or conventions or surrounding. That person feel highly suppressed or dominated by a very rigid society or rigid environment. So what is the solution? The solution is to either you should get away from it. You should get away from it or revolt against the oppression. You should go away from the oppression. Or Maxwell feel they are viciously attacked from all sides. Delusion that he is surrounded by enemies and he has to fight his way out. And so with all other syphilitic remedies, the accent is on destruction, either of himself, others, or the society which harbors them. So that is why Maxwell is the most destructive remedy in the material remedy camp. The most syphilitic and the most destructive remedy in the society, in the homeopathic material remedy camp. So what does a Maxwell person do? He fights against the conventions, he fights against the society, and then he or she does not want to get married. He does not want to go follow any conventions which is accepted as normal in the society. And she fights against it. That is why she wants to go to France, because France is a place which will tolerate all kind of, as you call, libertinism, as Dr. Manoj was saying. France is a place which tolerates all kinds of libertinism and all kinds of bohemian behavior. You can do anything and nobody is bothered. Okay. And then all these qualities are in a way highly destructive, isn't it? All these qualities and all these beliefs are highly destructive as far as our society is concerned. And so she has got a pathology that has also become destructive, isn't it? So just a remedy runs not only through the mind, a remedy runs through a whole body. A remedy runs through a whole body, your physical body, and also through your mind. So she has got a pathology, which is an autoimmune disease. Autoimmune disease, your own immune system is trying to kill you yourself. Okay. So she has got a remedy like that. And many people who are great dictators, they are highly syphilitic people. Saddam Hussein and Colonel Gaddafi of Libya, all these were highly destructive syphilitic dictators. And what did they do? They could have actually saved their country from destruction, from their country from foreign domination, if they had just let go. But they wouldn't. They wouldn't. Even if their whole country perished, they wouldn't let go. They had to fulfill their agenda. They were so syphilitic, isn't it? So this woman has got a pathology which is destroying her own body. So what I did is I gave her Metsol into 30 potency, over a period of 2 to 3 months. That whole pain of the body, of the joints, almost completely disappeared. And I had been giving this remedy occasionally, very infrequently. I had been giving, and then I had to upgrade to the 200 potency after some time. And after about 10 months to 1 year, when we tested her blood, her RA factor had disappeared. Her RA factor disappeared, and she was highly free of debilitating pain, highly destructive pains of her body, and she was much better. And you see, this is how we should not just think of one pathology and give a particular remedy which has that particular whether Maxol has got a known as a remedy for autoimmune disease or for rheumatoid, that is immaterial. When a remedy covers the physical generals and the mental generals, that remedy is the most likely remedy which is going to just got a chance to cure that pathology. And yesterday or day before, didn't you read in the papers, a fellow from the Kollam district, he had been sending obscene letters to district collectors, Kollam district collector, Kollam superintendent of police, and even to the sessions judge of Kollam, obscene letters, and also threatening letters, threatening to kill those people. And a fellow from Kollam was sending these kind of letters. And when I read the news report about his case, he even learned the handwriting of another person, of few other people. He studied the handwriting of few other people and imitated that handwriting and sent threatening letters to district collectors and district superintendents of police and even sessions judges. And he even got his mother to join him in this kind of highly nefarious activity. Just think of that. A highly criminal fellow doing all this is something we can understand. But that fellow even draws her mother, who is 60-year-old above, even influences that people and influences her to do highly criminal activities. What other remedy should be given to that that highly criminal person? Syphilinum and Maxo, because he is a highly syphilitic person. So this is the whole tenor or theme of syphilitic bias, and also being Maxo being the most predominant syphilitic remedy of our remedy. Now the time is about 8:55. I don't think I have got time to tell one more remedy. Everybody can chip in with their suggestions or homeopathic thoughts. We'll discuss homeopathy. Okay, for just next few more minutes, let us discuss homeopathy. Somebody.
Thank you so much, sir, because instead of saying many more remedies, you gave a clear picture of one remedy that will be that will be printed in everyone's heart. Thank you so much. And doctors, those who have questions regarding this case or any other question, you can ask. You have 10 minutes.
Madam, how many people were in the audience? Were there another people?
106. 106.
Ah, 106 people on the day. Great.
And those who have question, please raise your hand and you can ask questions.
Or any suggestions?
Yeah.
Disagreeing points of view. Okay. Somebody please.
Anybody please start. Actually, there is a starting trouble for everyone. Every day it will happen. Dr. Binduraj. Okay, Dr. Binduraj.
Binduraj is an eminent homeopath of Kurulur.
Yeah.
Attorney homeopath.
Doctor, that was a very powerful presentation. I am with Dr. Shankar. We heard everything you explained. And we are very glad that it is very much motivating, and we are very happy to hear these things. Thank you, Doctor.
So thank you, Dr. Ji.
Thank you so much, Dr. Binduraj, for coming forward. And
Some other person,
please unmute Dr. Shaji PR. Okay.
Shaji.
Dr. Shaji. Please raise your hand, doctor, please. I couldn't see you.
Dr. Danesh.
Dr. Danesh. Okay, please, Dr. Danesh, please.
It's a really a very presentation from you. The case is really an interesting one. And can you hear me?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes.
Doctor, yes. The typical person in
Okay.
and you are able to prescribe the mesol in that person, because that is the remedy. It's supposed to do all these kind of things, but usually people used to believe that mesol is a remedy for diarrhea or this dysentery. That is the kind.
Unfortunately, okay. Now, Dr. Sajil.
Saiji.
Dr. Saiji, you can ask now.
Hey, Professor.
Please unmute.
Please.
Sir. Good evening, sir.
Great.
Sir, your case was really very wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Sir, I just want to ask you another doubt, not regarding with this case, another case.
Oh, sure.
One of my patients, he was having testicular cancer, and that was removed. And he, after that, what the problem is, he came to me and he told me that when I took the case, I could found that the patient was not at all bothered about his disease or pathology.
Okay.
But what that matters is his solely aim is he want to make money. He want to become a millionaire. And for which that means he want to get an acceptance from the society. That is his sole aim. And he is a bachelor, aged 34 years, but he has no such botheration. Even though the person was suffering from testicular cancer, and again the doctors used to advise him, you have to go on regular checkup whether the cancerous condition is again reappearing. But that also doesn't matter to that fellow.
Okay.
What that matters, he want to make money and he want to make millionaire. He says that he want to give job to so many persons. And now he is running a business, and that is not much profitable. There is some losses also, but even then he used to pay them very nicely, very good payment. All that he want is that total acceptance of the society, and everybody should say that he is a millionaire.
I see. Of course, that state of mind should definitely given importance. There's no doubt about it. And then, of course, we are not doing a full analysis. Of course, remedies like bryonia, remedies like calcarea florica, and remedies like veratrumab, all these remedies come straight quickly into the mind. Because the case of a simple remedy like bryonia, I had a patient who was an RTO, working in the RTO office, and then after he comes home, RTO office, we know, it's a place where you get a lot of bribe also.
Bribe,
from your regular salary. And bryonia, RTO people are people who say working period limited to only 6 days. It should be extended to 7 days, because you can bribe on the 7th day also. Because on the 7th day, on a holiday, you won't get any bribe. And this person was like that. And when he got he will do all kinds of business. He was into farming. He was growing, by what do you call bullocks. He was, and then he will grow this bison, not bison. What do you call both in Malay, in English? Right now I don't remember the word. Okay, and then he was growing all these animals and he was selling them, and he was having a farm also, and he was also into the money lending business. He was a bank, and his wife was running the bank, and he was the brain behind it. And when he came for some disease, what he told me was, sir, you should make money somehow or other, because if you have money, you are like a cop. Nobody will give you respect. So that's an inherent feeling of bryonia. Bryonia,
business minded,
mental state feeling called, they are highly poor, fear of hope. So they have to make money. Calcaria 4 also has got the fear of poverty, and they want to make millions and millions. While Veratrum, in the case of Veratrum, the acceptance of the society is also comes into the play very much, because in Veratrum, their main central feeling is have lost their social position. Maybe came back some generations back, they were very rich people, and the whole society looked up to them. By some thing or other, all their wealth was lost, and they lost social position also. And their only predominant desire is make wealth somehow or other, but make your wealth somehow by hook or crook, so that society will accept you once again. So
let me add one more point in this case. Let me add one more point in this case.
Saiji, Dr. Anita Soman also raised her hand.